Yo guys, welcome back to the Preset Biz channel. Today we're going to be doing it in the style of Blasterjaxx, which is a kind of style we've never really done on this channel before. So like that Bigroom festival main stage kind of sound, and we're going to be using nothing but the main stage volume 1 pack, which will be available down below. I'm going to be using one of their latest releases just as a reference for the sound and the style we're going to go for. So let's go and see what we can do in FL Studio. So let's start with the lead sound for this one. I've grabbed this preset called Tone from the new pack. This is the MIDI that we're playing for it. It's quite simple. There's some triplet stuff going on halfway through here. And obviously if you're on FL Studio, this is how you can do it. Really easy, just use 1/3 beat and then it just snaps to the right line. And so this is how it sounds. Once we've looked at all the sounds individually, we'll go through the main processing that's on these leads because there's some interesting stuff going on to get you that proper sound. This is the next preset we're using. And I think I actually really increased the detune on this one, so if you want to go and copy that, you can. And then the final sound we're using is a really ravey sound, hence the name rave. So it's adding a lot of that top end sort of gritty texture to the sound. So with the 3 layers together, we've got this. So as for the processing, this is what it's looking like. So you've got some P controller going on, which is recognizing when the synth is playing. And I've linked that on the wet of the reverb, so you get it ducking every time the synth plays, so it doesn't really interfere. And also what you get by doing this is you get like more of a compressed sounding reverb, which is sort of what a lot of these leads use. And then to glue all that sound together, you can just use like a simple compressor, like a CLA. And as you can see, I've got some automation which is controlling the peak control amount. It just increases the reverb before the drop, so it's kind of like a swelling effect into the next part. And then we've also got like the filter that you can see here, which I've just opened the cutoff on it, so it just creates a bit more of a build effect, because we're going to do a bit of build and drop on this, so you get a bit of both. So I guess now we should loop back to the start of the song and just try and build it up a bit more. And what I've done here is created an ambient kind of synth, which is holding one note in 3 octaves. And as you can see, it sounds like this. It's a pad sound. And for this sound, we're using a preset called Touch, which is one of the pads available in main stage volume 1, and it's a really nice sounding pad. So this is what it sounds like together with the lead. So the next sound is a snare fill that I've grabbed straight from the pack, and again, it's perfect. You can just drag and drop it, no extra editing required, and this is how it sounds. On the subject of building energy, you can also grab a load of sweep risers from the same pack. So it's like almost perfect already to just put a massive drop in there on top of that lead. So let's go and build a drop, and the first thing I'm going to do is grab a kick from the main stage pack, and this one here was perfect for that, kick number 18. I'd say it's probably the best kick in this pack for this kind of style, because it's got a nice tail on it that gives you that bass. Yeah, it's perfect for the bass line because you don't actually need to put a bass line down, you can just have the tail of this sound just pumping through and giving you that bottom end energy that we need. So I feel that we're maybe missing a little bit of top end as well on this kick. So what I've done is just grabbed another kick from main stage volume 1. And I like the top end on this one, so I've just done a really harsh fade out on it. This is how they sound together. I'm also going to add in this ride sound here, which is from the same pack. This is a really sick sound just to add a bit more top end again to the whole kick. And also just builds a lot of energy. In a lot of these main stage big room kind of songs, you have a ride that just sits on top of the kick. Alright, so the next sound I wanted to add was a little synth shot effect thing, which is from the main stage pack as well, of course, like all these sounds are. So if you want to grab the pack, it's down below. It's such a sick pack. But anyway, so this is from that pack, and it's a cool synth feel you can get. Next up, we're going to throw in a hi-hat, an open hi-hat in this case. Really simple, but it just does the job. So these are one of my favourite parts of like a big room song, is this big stadium claps. So I've also added these really small snare fills, which I've chopped up quite a bit just to fill in the gaps. So this last effect here is a really cool one you can do on a lot of these songs, and what I've done is grabbed the same source sound as one of the leads, and I've made all the MIDI just sit on one note, so you don't get any more of the melody going on, and then you just automate the pitch bend, and what you get is a really nice riser. And then finally, just to get that energy going on the second half of the drops, I've introduced 2 impacts. You've got like a noise exhaust and just a standard crash essentially. Okay, so that's the whole production wrapped up. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let us know down below what you think of it, and if you want to see more big room sort of stuff on this channel, let us know. So let's go and listen. So like I said, that was my first shot at a big room production, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know where I was lacking as well so I can improve in the future. Drop us a comment down below letting us know what you want to see in the next videos, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.